The story of the Phoenix, a classic story of fiery death and rebirth. And the reason why this story has carried on through so many cultures and so many different variations and still is with us today is because it's a very, very, very valuable part of life. We all have our Phoenix moments, those moments where we give our all. We go out with a blaze of glory, and for one reason or another, it results in us being torn down to our very, very core. And then we are left with nothing to do but to be reborn and to reinvent ourselves. Fellow veterans will be familiar with this technique being deliberately applied through the boot camp process. Those who have been through experiences that required any kind of rehab, physical or chemical. Life is about growth and change, and sometimes it is critical that we burn down the forest so that we can start fresh.
But it's such an ancient story from all over. But there's always this spiced nest that it builds, and so then when it ends up burning, burning itself, the nest catches on fire, and all these like scented woods and like spices catch on fire too. So I feel like it's not just like the matter of burning out that's important, but it's also the matter of of recognizing the end of your cycle and like preparing for that next step.
In fact, there's no better metaphor for this town than the Phoenix itself, a town that once prospered and then found its way to, let's say, economic stagnation before becoming the bustling hub that it is today. Phoenixville got put on the map back in the Industrial Revolution as a steel town. Here she is, the Foundry. Pretty much all that's left of the once mighty Phoenix Steel Company. But seriously, am I going to offend some people if I say that when I was growing up and going to high school here in Phoenixville, the place was rather depressing? Or maybe I was just a depressed dude, who the hell knows. It is amazing to see how much this place has changed, and in some cases how much it has stayed the same. This place would be an example of something that hasn't changed much. I totally forgot they opened a Foundry here. Phoenixville is poppin'! And the real estate market ain't doing too bad. They're putting housings up pretty much everywhere they can put it. My brother's spot right down on Main Street, he will work tirelessly to help you out. My man Andrew Deary's place. And another brewery, damn, and I thought Ardmore was brewery mecca. All right, there is the new Conshohocken tasting room coming in, and Matt and his team are killing it. Hey Mara.
Hi, how's it going?
Do we know each other? I'm Steve.
I'm Christy.
Hi Christy.
Sorry.
Wait, so you were at Root Down, was it awesome?
We went to Root Down, yeah, we just had a quick beer. Christy's family and baby are there, so we went to visit them.
Did you just ditch them and leave them there?
Yeah. We're gonna go small business Saturday shop.
Oh, cool. Hey, we found a poet for hire right here in the middle of town. What's your name, dude?
I'm Vincent. All right, so I call it what feels again like love. You, the single spot of sun in the forest, a pillar of walking gold, a tree when all around them lost their leaves. I cannot forget you. The mountain paths around the long hours of an iron day begin to sparkle with the winking of flowers as I approach you, an oracle with my future in the palm of her mind, a spider wobbling in the web's center, and my hungry heart wearing insect wings diving blissfully towards you, my temple. Thanks. Here you go, man.
Dude, you can use that to give that to a girl you like, man, and you are in.
That's the level 0 use of the poem, I'm sure.
Life was never meant to die, but death was always the plan. Me and life were friends, but death, on the other hand, was life's biggest fan. I knew death, watched him cry, wiped the tears from his eyes, and on occasion, held his hand. The question that always seems to bother me that I continuously ask to the gods that we serve, if life was meant to be lived, why did death come to man? That's about it.
about it.
Not bad, huh?
About it.
It's almost a dirge,
Yeah.
you know, like a dirge. Say that about somebody at a funeral if they died heroically, huh?
I agree.
And then there is always the desire to live heroically. It doesn't always feel good, but these cycles of burning ourselves down to our foundation so that we can start fresh and grow into something bigger than we were before, that's all part of what this whole life thing is all about.